Alright, so as before every single KvK, I try and do an account review just so you can see how I progressed from the last time I was going into KvK and to where I am now and going to the KvK and kind of what stats I expect to have and goals that I have for myself and whatnot. So we're going to hop into it. I know it's been a little while, but we're going to show you how my account has progressed since, oh man, KvK 6 I believe that was. So here we go. So, hello guys, and welcome back. First things first, yes, it is November, and I'm trying the No Shave November, and haven't gotten a haircut in a little while. Let me know how you think. I don't know, it's really itchy. Goodness. But, we're trying out the facial hair. Anyway, you're not here for a Kane update, you're here for an account update. So basically what I'm going to do really quick is kind of go over my stats, go over my commander stats, and go over my commander gear, as well as my intentions and goals I have for the KvK. So first things first, we're just going to go right in here. And you can probably notice that I do have crystal tech already in crystals, and I am in KvK. Normally I do this before KvK starts, but unfortunately life has been incredibly busy, so I just haven't gotten around to it. But I did want to do this before the fighting started, so you guys knew where my benchmark was. Anyway, so we're at 6 billion kill points. My last KvK goal was 1 billion kill points overall. I ended up getting over 2. My units killed was about 127 million, 128 million. Obviously, my goal is to improve every KvK, and I think we're going to do that because we have our allies from last KvK in our enemy camp. So we are facing off against 1981, which no bad feelings toward them. This is their farm, but we found ourselves on the other side of the map, and we're facing off against them in Nevers. That's an interesting location name, but regardless, it's going to be a lot of fun. They're a great kingdom. We have gain a little bit of power, so we're both AC'd, but hopefully after all these fighting we'll both drop down together. So again, my goal is to improve on this, hopefully 2.5 3 billion kill points. I don't know, we'll see. I do have a lot of resources. I was gifted some by a friend who quit the game, and then also I had a friend help me out for Zenith Power. So all that being said, we're gonna go into my commanders and my equipment and gear. So first off, we have Guan, and what you're going to see first isn't necessarily the gear that I'm going to be running in the field with them. This is kind of my canyon setup. I do have gear now for 6, but obviously when I'm only having 5 in canyon, I kind of want to have the best gear on them. So this is my Guan. The set hasn't changed much, Ringhorn. The armaments haven't changed much either, pretty much the same as last time. I have tried all my transmutes and just nothing is working. I do have 2 left on this, so I'm going to try that, but I'm not loving the odds. Nevsky, gonna be running Nevsky Joan. Actually, sorry, let me go into the kills first, just so I can compare to the end of KvK when I make my KvK recap video. So this is at 35 million. Alexander Nevsky is at 40. Boom boom. Gear, I crit the helmet recently, so that was cool. And armaments are nice. Again, I rerolled this 10 times. I got absolutely no upgrades so far. My transmutation stones have done really little for my account, which is pretty sad. We've got my Zhuge with my best archer set on it. I did craft, this was my 3rd ring, so I'm happy about it. No crits, unfortunately, but you know how it goes. This is my 2nd set of archer armaments. I haven't transmuted a lot of this stuff, or at least I have transmutes left. Most of these were like 1 archer stat, and I just kind of rerolled to get a 2nd one because they were large upgrades. Strategic is really good, and uplifting is fine, especially in our normal attack damage meta, even though, whatever, Zhuge Liang doesn't really do much normal attack. We got my Boudica with my 2nd archer set. I'll probably switch this up, go somewhere else later on in the KvK, but you know how it is. This is my 1st armament set for archers, so this is still looking pretty good. Again, hasn't changed much. I do plan on re-rolling this, yeah, because Breaker is really, really nice, and we're going to get that gold gathering speed out of there eventually. Next up, we got my Huo. So this has kind of been my big project over this off-season, and if you remember my last KvK breakdown, my 2nd Cav set was all crit blues. I have since changed. Obviously, this won't be on this character when The fighting starts. This is just what I use for training. But I've got all this stuff, and then the ring is going to go here. So honestly, not a bad looking set, all things considered. I'll probably work on getting the weapon next. And then my bread and butter, my second infantry set. This is also a big improvement over the last time I've probably shown you guys. I got a crit. It's crazy. So my account is now 2 for like 44 or something. I don't know. But one of them was the Hammer of the Sun and Moon, so I can't really complain that much. I can still complain. Whatever. And then, but this is on my Constantine. This is going to go on my Liu Che. I have not used this guy yet. I don't even know how he has any kills at all, actually. Weird. But whatever. Maybe I was doing some testing with him. This is my Arch set, and not bad. You know, considering I never really opened chests for this, I got really lucky, and I pulled this out of a travel or a blue chest, one of the two. I'm going to pair Liu Che with Sargon for this KvK, and this Tremors, and obviously you're not here for an in-depth breakdown of how Tremors work, you're here for an account overview, but this actually procs off of Sargon, and he gets 3% bonus skill damage whenever this procs. So this is really, really good for any March that has Sargon on it. But either way, the account itself is pretty nice. I didn't go through the kills with all these other commanders, so I'm just going to go through quickly. Zhuge Liang is at 12. Boudica is at 22.9. Huo, I didn't use much last KvK, at all last KvK, so I'm at 588. Constantine, not using that guy in the open field. XY, probably not using in the open field. Skippy, 43.9. We have Thutmose, who I used last KvK, but not going to use this KvK because I finished, or not finished, but I'm going to be finishing my Nebu, so I haven't used Nebu at all. I don't know how these commanders have kills, whatever. Maybe like some Barb kills or Arc of Osiris, I don't know. Anyway, this is almost finished. This has been my next project because I'm going to pair Zhuge Liang with Nebuchadnezzar, especially for this first pass opening. Now, I only have 6 sets of gear, so what I'll be doing is splitting up my Boudica with YSG and then my Zhuge Liang with, I almost said Thutmose, with Nebuchadnezzar. I will say that we are in the Orleans KvK, so given everything, I might be able to put this Edward skill on my Zhuge Liang. Where is Eddie? There we go. And I will actually end up running Zhuge Liang with YSG and putting this skill on it to make sure it catches up with everything. I think that skill damage really helps out that Zhuge AoE, and I think that March is going to be cracked. So as far as what I plan to do with all the auxiliary skills, like I said, 6 marches, so there's a lot to kind of take in and consider. And this new mail just came out, which doesn't exactly help on my decision making, but where is it? Pyrrhus and Pericles, right, just got added to the list of auxiliary skills. So, you know, obviously it would be going on my Liu Che, right? So it's not here, but Pyrrhus' second skill is pretty ludicrous as far as any normal attack damage goes. So I just re-rolled this actually, funny enough, and got 5 in prep, but 20% more all damage essentially, and health, and 15% march speed. So I'm like, do I drop the Constantine skill? Do I do something like that? Whatever. So just a quick recap. I'm going to be running Guan, Skippy, Nevsky Joan, Boudica YSG, Zhuge Liang Nebu. I might end up switching those around with support skills. I'll run Hu Kubing with my William, which is all the way down, did I pass it? Down here. And then I will be running my Liu Che with Sargon. So all things considered, a lot of really cool marches. I'm happy. I like all the gear, all the armaments, like it's all looking pretty good. I just got this city skin, right? I'm really fat. I got way too much power right now, so I can't wait to kill off my troops. And it's gonna be fun. So, oh, I just hit VIP 18. Oh man, let me tell you, does that help? I just hit it maybe 2 weeks ago. I never really thought I'd get there. I remember just starting this game and being like, that just seems impossible. Like, you have to spend so much, you have to play for so long, and here I am over 3 years later, and I'm VIP 18. So, most expensive hobby I've ever had. But just to give you a quick recap of the actual KvK itself, and I know this is an account overview, but I just want to give you who kind of we're playing. So we're gonna go zoom out here. These are our allies. It's gonna be a top versus, it's like a top right versus bottom left. I'm not gonna read out the kingdoms for you, but just know that who we are facing off against and who kind of our friendly rivalry match is 1981, which I already showed you guys earlier. So again, it's the top 3 versus the bottom 3, and so it's like the top right versus the bottom left. It's going to be fun. Again, I've just been grinding my life away. I really have not many speeds, yikes, since the Zenith of Power, because that drained me about 10 years. Ooh. And if you haven't seen my Zenith Power push, I'm actually going to have a card right up above me, because that was really fun and really, really stressful. But I've been grinding barbs like a madman. In fact, this is the Alliance Mobilization. Where is the barb? Yes, I'm currently second on the honor roll. I was second on the honor roll last KvK as well. I'll probably not maintain second. I'll probably drop. I mean, usually top 20 is my goal, but I tapped myself in AP last KvK, and I plan to do so again because barb chaining is just absolutely broken. As far as OWR goes, we are at 11.1. This is the highest we've ever been. I mentioned earlier, but we are going into A seed. I don't think we belong in A seed, honestly. We got to cut down some power. Part of that's my fault with this fat account that I have. But regardless, you know, we're going to have the chance to do so. So after everything being considered, I am not going to be a rally or garrison lead. I do have Hera, just in case, you know, but I don't have the leadership gear. I've got some pretty crazy armament sets just in case I need to go ahead and defend my city. Just for fun, I might take a rally, who knows. And I've also still got Tariq and Sargon in case I need to rally at all, but I don't know, Gorgo meta, I'm not loving my rally set. I mean, my infantry gear is fine, but, you know, I guess, where's the set that I would be running with, alright? So, it's fine. It's good, right? It's not bad by any means, but it's just, meh. Also, because we are in Orleans, I don't really love the fact that I'd have to swap on and off all my auxiliary skills. I've got a pretty detailed and laid out plan of how I want to pair my open field marches, and if you've got Tariq and you want to have the best and strongest rally possible, then all your best skills have to be on this guy, and that's just not really something that I want to do. So I didn't invest in Gorgo, although we do have a free KvK coming up, or KvK, MGE coming up. Maybe I'll get some heads, maybe I'll max her. I don't have many sculptures. I think you saw I'm just above 200, but those will probably be going to Nebu, unfortunately. A little backwards investing. Woo! Don't recommend it, but I want to be as strong as I possibly can for this KvK. Alright. Last thing I think I have to say is my intention with Crystal Tech and how much I want to spend. Again, I said my goal for this KvK is 2 billion kill points plus, right? And in order to do that, you do have to spend a little bit. I haven't bought, actually I bought 1 dailies just because, and I regretted it. But this is my tech so far. Again, we are not even in the first pass opening. Our first pass opening opens in 3 days. But this is just with buying pop-ups. Now, granted, I do barb chain a lot, as you guys saw, so this is farther than probably your average person would be. But my intention is to go all in on the economic tech. So, you know, you get this up. You need to get swift marching to level 7, which requires all these level 10. It's an absolute hassle. I love getting siege attack. Thank you. And then I'm going to go marching orders into skill for operation as high as I can. And then from there, I probably won't have the extra crystals to go ahead and get this plunder, even though I'd like it. I think it's going to be right into KvK time, or KvK pass opening time. And I want to see if I can get this level 5, and this extra march out there. And then once I get that extra march, I'll either go for troop capacity or special medicine. Probably troop capacity, because if you see my top right, resources ideally should not be an issue this KvK. Anyway, that's it. That's the whole account. You saw the commanders, you saw the gear, you saw that good stuff. I will be streaming on the 10th at, I believe it is 10 o'clock my time. Yeah, so 10 o'clock my time will be the time that our pass starts, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys on the live stream, and I will see you guys again next time. Later.